Hello everyone, today we are going to talk about transiting Earth. Earth passes through the sign of Libra. How the Earth behaves in transit through the sign of Libra depends on the position of the sign of Libra in the individual's natal chart and the house order of Libra. This transit can be more prominent in your life when you have other planets in Libra, transit, or natal, heavy or light aspects to Venus. But the basics are as follows. When Earth moves through Libra, we tend to use money to get what we want in all kinds of negotiations with the opposite party. Although Libra, as a cardinal sign, is full of vitality and cheerfulness, and possesses an inexpressible drive for ambition, as well as diplomacy, it will not welcome the Earth very hospitably into its quarters. So what does it mean when Earth moves into Libra? Earth in Libra will try to create a mix of heavy energy that would encourage bonding with others in cooperation. This entrance leads to an element of attraction to the property and financial side, so make sure you are balanced and practice taking care of your finances during this month. Libra is one of those signs of the zodiac that is able to look at these kinds of approaches and see what kind of change is happening through its clouds. And with this approach he will not be delighted. The horoscope sign Libra is primarily focused on property court processes and on their relationship to them. Everything is better for Libra if it is done in pairs. So we call this a partnership through assets. Therefore, Libras work best when they are in pairs, and since they symbolize balance, harmony, and a sense of fair play, at work they will position themselves as real team players and enter into cooperation with a 50-50% share, while at home, where they like best, the marriage partnership will not be so enthusiastic about Earth's approach, because it will be made and broken based on the amount of possessions. Although Libra actually lives for relationships, there is an impression of cold detachment from this energy, and this will lead them to avoid uncomfortable emotional exchanges, making it difficult for them to achieve true intimacy. Simply, in order to release their emotions, they must develop relationships based on mutual exchange and cooperation. But the love of material things will certainly receive its share of cosmic encouragement, even if it is bad. As we have already stated, this sign refers to honesty and justice, the only sign represented by an object, a scale, and that scale is a sign of a solid moral compass. She knows right from wrong and will defend her beliefs. Along with the desire for harmony, she appreciates a quiet home and work life. But Earth values possessions more than relationships, so this approach is negative, because you will spend a lot of money on things that make you feel beautiful. But you probably won't experience too much financial luck during this period. So it would be a good idea to strike a balance between your saving and spending habits. In this way, they could acquire a healthy emotional environment. Diplomatic Libra will try to make you look at your resources in a cooperative and fair way, but the house itself where the whole process takes place will give the final answer. Feeling that your financial life is balanced and fair to all will surely bring you peace, but if you go too far, you will find yourself frozen by indecision about money matters. However, aggressive or uncouth behavior repels you and you prefer things to be done the right way. We'll start buying love. Since relationships are so important to Libra, we tend to over-rely on using our own resources to keep our loved ones happy. Libra will avoid argument or embarrassment whenever possible, and money and gifts will be used as a substitute for solving real problems. So, out of kindness to others, we are ready to negotiate and compromise, but when it comes to love, we become idealists. We spend excessively on luxury. Libra believes that it could affect the love of luxury and finer things that overrides the desire to maintain a balanced budget. But where did that moral compass go? Obviously, this will be problematic for the bank account. In the end, we get the worst thing for Libra, a deadlock in decision-making when it comes to where to invest money, how to earn it, or what to buy with it. The indecisiveness that comes from his need to think not only about himself, but also about how his decisions will affect others. Decisions become difficult, especially if they could affect a loved one. Decisions become so difficult that in the end the decision is simply avoided. Such behavior ultimately leads us to stop taking care of ourselves, and even in partner affairs we give more than our fair share, just to make someone else happy. So when the Earth enters Libra, we stop caring enough about our financial interests.